On the Warriors. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Alton. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal number. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Houston now has a star pairing with Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Harden said of his longtime friend, his athleticism and ability to draw attention opens the floor for our team. That's on the court.
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Gordon is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Tucker in at the 5. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Eric Pascal, and it's Hield in at the 3 spot. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
Here's Westbrook, and that's good off the glass that time.
A pretty comfortable mid-range shooter. You can't let Westbrook get in the groove from that.
Oh, Hield in position.
And they got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Harden outside. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Thompson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook, not the floor spacer they look to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Curry kicks to Thompson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And in Thompson's career, he hits well over 40% of his threes. That's remarkable consistency from range.
The 3 from Harden. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Curry. Great D that time from Westbrook.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3 James Harden is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Young's checked in for Eric Paschal. Daniel House comes in for Buddy Hield. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Austin Rivers in for Steph Curry. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Curry's shot is off. Rockets leading by 8. A finish, and Green slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. And he's jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
I see what he was going for. It was a gamble on his part, but then you've got to live with the results.
Pass to Chris. Outside Curry. Thompson for 3. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got his third bucket of the night.
The defender has to try to stay in Clay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Harden the pass to Lee. Curry brings the double. Pass to Green. Back to Looney. Stolen by Thompson. To the paint. Here's Chris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
David Nwaba is checked in for Houston. And so he makes both from the line. 1:09 left to play here in the first. Harden kicks it to Looney. Green deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Curry. Houston now working with the new shot clock. And he's able to get it back. Tries yet again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson.
Well, there's a versatility to Looney's game that not many guys have. I mean, he can play a few different spots and is a multi-purpose defender.
That one is off. The Warriors making a switch here. Young's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Carroll's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Curry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Basket counts.
Oh, man, the balance Curry has is insane. He's not going to overpower you with the strength, but he stays in control.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Can't cash in from close range.
His field goal, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production. Early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Harden inside the three-point line. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points and will be... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Warriors trail by 4. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got McLemore. Jamari Carroll is out there with Looney. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Nwaba in at the small forward.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Rig, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams.
Oh, man, he's always so explosive when he's driving. That's a signature of Green since he came into the league.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Ben McLemore. And here's Westbrook. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Kings in Sacramento.
As good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Here's Chris. Another shot. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Young.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
The pass to Nwaba. And here's Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Rockets. Rivers against Westbrook. Now Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston leading by 5. Covington dishes to Westbrook. Feeds it to Carroll. Kicks it out to Gordon. Rivers against Westbrook. Over Green. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Eric Gordon. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, this is Gordon's offensive instincts going to work. I mean, feeds the open man the moment he spots him.
Timeout called the Warriors. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up.
Lee's checked in for Damari Carroll. Tucker, the pass to Lee. Westbrook scanning the floor. Shoots from the right block. Again, the Rockets score.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Green. Rebounded by Tucker.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Green. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Houston. Houston leading by 9. Outside Gordon. Over House. And the basket by Gordon.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Lee with the steal. And now here's Lee, the fast break opportunity. And he makes that one. Gordon's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Hield from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Hield's got his second bucket of the night.
There's no secret to Buddy Hield as a shooter. He's comfortable taking contested shots.
Gordon finds Westbrook. Fader on the way. Warriors with the rebound.
There's a lesson for you. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Hield with the bucket.
Genuine sniper from distance. Hield's three-point stroke is as good as it gets.
Rockets have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. At the elbow, Westbrook. Over Hield. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Hield from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Thompson, he's checked in for Daniel House. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Austin Rivers. Hield kicks to Curry. Thompson inside the line. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Houston leading by 9. On the wing, Harden launches a 3, drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 15 points.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you gotta feed him. You gotta keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Looney. Kicks it to McLemore. Hands it from downtown. McLemore's got his first 3 points of the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tamari Carroll comes in for Jeff Green. And David Nwaba is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Warriors trail by 15. They swipe it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Nwaba, guarded by Kerr. Count that one from Nwaba. Nwaba's got his first bucket in this one. Young dishes to Thompson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Passes it to McLemore. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He's really stood out for them to this point. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Once again, we're seeing the high offensive IQ of James Harden. In an instant, he can read the defense and find the weakness. You're not going to outthink this guy.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, it wasn't a very good half of them on the glass. And as a team, you never want to get pushed around like I push you and Ernie around. That's reason number one. That's why the score is the way it is. Jeez. Push back, man.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Eric Paschal out there with Hield, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. 13 feet away, and that one hits back iron. Warriors trail by 14.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Well, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, it's reflected in his clothing.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Here's Hield. Rebounded by Tucker.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
With a floater. Shoots from the baseline. Warriors with the rebound. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Hield attacking. It's hauled in by Gordon. Rockets leading by 17. Now here's Thompson. 12 points for him. On its way from Curry for 2. Misses off the left iron.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And C-Web, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
And the Warriors with some changes. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Paschal. Gerald Green comes in for Hield, and it's Rivers in for Klay Thompson. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Lee's checked in for Russell Westbrook. No good from Lee. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 19-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Green, he's checked in for Gordon. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the middle. It's tipped. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Lee, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Curry with the 3.
And Harden showing great strides of improvement on D, really doing his best to bother shooters.
Tipped away. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To stop the run. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard. Well, now.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Tucker. The shot from the low post is good. Tucker's got 6.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Green. Great tee that time from Green.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Harden left side. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 24 points for James Harden.
Oh, great ball movement there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And the Warriors miss again. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Harden's shot is good.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Here's Rivers, and the wide-open shot from Green. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 5.
Those catch-and-shoot chances will be there for Green because the D's got to worry about his ability to attack the rim.
Down low, here's McLemore. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Golden State's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Young. It's rebounded by Houston. Looney's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Nwaba. He's guarded by Rivers. The shot by Looney, no good. Golden State's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Green gets it to go.
He can wow you with his passes. I mean, that's as good of a pass as any 3-pointer Curry's going to hit.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Here's Looney. Good defensive work there by Young. Pass to Rivers. The kick out to Young. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Houston Rockets, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Houston, Jamari Carroll is out there with Chandler. Then it's McLemore, and it's Clemens in at the point. The Warriors shooting not great, 40% for the game. Smailagic passes to Farrell. Here's Felicio. Some nice passing by Golden State here. The shot. Farrell can't hit. Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's McLemore, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Oh, and that's the big-time strength of McLemore. If you were going to foul this guy, you can't give him any daylight to get the shot off, too.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the pass to Thompson. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Nwaba. Releases from 15. Rebounded by Smilagic.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Inside, here's Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Farrell for 3. And the Warriors miss again. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Clemens. Carroll with it. And here's McLemore. Lock at 6. Offensive rebound. He goes up again. Chandler, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. Back to Felicio. It's stolen by Carroll. Nwaba passes to Clemens. With the teardrop, the Warriors pull it in. Thompson looking for an opening. To stop the drought. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
The versatility of Thompson. I mean, you want him to defer to other scorers. He'll do it. You want him to carry the load himself. He can do that too.
And for Houston, they're shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Poked loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Farrell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now McLemore. Here's Clemens. Dishes it to Carroll. Pass to Nwaba. And it's denied. Farrell for 3. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. And here's Chandler who brings it up for the Rockets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Lee comes in for McLemore. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And it's Green missing.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
At the line for your Warriors, DeAndre Bembry. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Clemens. Over to the wing. Six to shoot. Three-pointer. That one, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's Farrell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:49 left in the fourth. Here's Clemens. Pass to Chandler. It's good. Chandler's got 6 in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Here's Farrell. The rebound by Jeff Green. And for the Rockets, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Here's Farrell. That one's not going to go. And the Rockets take it the other way. That free throw, no good. He's off on the second.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Bembry. And again, no good by Golden State.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Here's Clemens. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals it.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Clemens. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now, David. Thank